So yeah, I think, excuse me, whoa. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're going to start up Hordes of the Underdark. That went by way faster. Wait, how do I get my character? There's a way that you can get your character. There he is. There he is. It's my boy. All right, let's do it. Hordes of the Underdark. Here we go.
Waterdeep, one of the greatest cities in all of Faerun. It is home to a multitude of peaceful townfolk from all races and all walks of life. Beneath Waterdeep, however, lies a different realm. This is the deep dungeon known as Undermountain. Built by the mad wizard Halaster. Here, Halaster tests adventurers who trespass therein with the deadliest of traps and the most dangerous of creatures. All but the luckiest meet their deaths in its dark halls. Regardless of this presence beneath them, the people of Waterdeep feel safe enough. For while one may enter Undermountain, it is rare that anything actually comes out. Until now. For there is another realm that exists beneath even Undermountain. A place of shadows and evil, known only as the Underdark. It is here that the sinister dark elves known as the Drow rule next to other subterranean horrors unknown to most on the surface world above. And it is the Drow who now lead an army of these creatures into the streets of Waterdeep, besieging the city from below in a campaign of blood and terror. And in their darkest hour, the lords of Waterdeep have issued a call for a hero. Someone who can face these dark elves and all their brethren in their own land. Someone who can defeat the hordes of the Underdark.
I think that's me. That might be me.
I trust that your preparations are complete.
Very nearly, Dread Mistress. It should only be a matter of...
Do not test my patience, Iblis. Would you have me wait? I, the terror of all the Underdark, the Dark Queen of Shadow?
Of course not, my mistress.
Then proceed. I wish to see this being who my agents say can stop my grave rise.
I do not believe anyone could stop you now, great vast shadow.
So I thought. But my agents have resources beyond the means of mortals. This one will be my undoing, so they say, if I do not act in time. So proceed, wizard. I will wait no further.
Soleno, Samatka! Soleno, Samatka!
What is this? A surfacer? And a male, no less. Have your spells become faulty, fool?
No, mistress. This is indeed an image of the one who shall.
I will not defeated. This image shows but a threat. It shall be dealt with like the others. You, male, remove this dead fool and summon my red sisters. Now.
Yes.
And you, threat you pose, you will not be able to hide. The drow shall strike swiftly and without mercy.
Ah, I see I don't have any of my stuff. Yeah, no, I see that's gone. You stand shivering in the chill night air, sweat coursing down your body. You were somehow awoken suddenly from your slumber, leaping from your bed to face. What? Nice, City Skylines 2 crashed in the tutorial? Yeah, it is nice. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Oh, before I forget to. Let me change my title to Hordes of the Underdark. The memory of your strange dream still rings clearly in your head, along with the inner alarm that tells you all is not right. Suddenly, you notice a drow elf. She appears to be trying to break into the chest of your personal belongings. She took my stuff, man. Dang, man, she took my stuff, didn't she? Pretty young woman rushes in, a mixture of fear and concern on her face. You vaguely remember her as the daughter of the innkeeper.
Excuse me, is everything... Oh my word!
She finally spots the corpse of the drow thief and covers her mouth in horror. That is a drow thief. She stole my equipment. I see. The girl looks down at the corpse again, revulsion evident on her face. The drow woman, is she dead? Yes, I killed the thief. I don't think she was just a thief, my lord. She probably took your equipment so you would be defenseless when the drow assassin showed up. That's been a pattern of their other attacks. There have been other attacks. Not here at the inn, but some of Waterdeep's more prominent citizens have been killed in their homes while they sleep. Someone has been sending assassins to kill them off. But how could this thief even know you were here? You only just arrived to the city. I'll have to tell father about this. We take pride in the safety of our guests. The thief must have used magic. That's the only way she could have gotten in here undetected. She must have used the same magic to send your equipment back to wherever she came from. Any idea where I can get some replacement gear? Tamsil frowns. Father gathered weapons and armor and other equipment here at the inn to help in the defense of Waterdeep. Anyone looking to save the city is welcome to any of it. Everything is stored in the armory just across the hall. Just take whatever you need. Thank you. I shall go there right away. I know the equipment in the armory isn't suitable for a hero like you, but it's the best we've got. Now, please excuse me. I have to go speak with my father. I'll tell him what happened here, but it would be best if you didn't mention it to the other guests. We don't want to start a panic in the inn. Father will take steps to see this doesn't happen again. Okay. I have a few questions if you don't mind. She blushes slightly, looking away. Oh, but I would sooner allow you to get dressed, my lord. I'm sure my father could answer any questions. Indulge me, please. As you wish, my lord. What would you like to know? Tell me what's going on in this city. Waterdeep has been assaulted for several weeks now by the creatures of Undermountain, dark elves, and far worse. Nobody seems to know what their plan is, if they have one. The city has been in chaos. Thank the gods you arrived before the city was closed. What do you mean the city was closed? The lords of Waterdeep finally sealed the city gates and streets this morning. No one is allowed to travel anywhere except for the militia. If you hadn't arrived when you did, they probably wouldn't have even let you into the city. Well, maybe they would have. I don't know. Do you have a name? We met ever so briefly last night when you arrived. I am Tamsil, Durnham's daughter. Durnan. Okay, I helped my father run the inn, more or less. What do you know about me? Only that you are a famed adventurer, my lord, and perhaps the city's only hope. She pauses for a moment, unsure whether or not to continue. I must admit, I was expecting someone a little bit more, Heroes are rarely what you expect, remember that. She thinks on your words for a moment and brightens. You're probably right, my lord. I'm sorry for being so rude. She smiles wistfully. To tell you the truth, my lord, I'm a bit envious of your life. My father would never let me face the danger as you do, however. Okay. I want to know what your father is planning. He's been ordered by the lords of Waterdeep to organize an expedition into Undermountain to try and stop the raids. I really should let him be the one to tell you the details. There are a lot of adventurers downstairs waiting to hear what he has to say. You should join them. Okay, thank you. You can go. Goodbye, my lord. Once you have what you need from the armorer, please go downstairs to the main room. My father is waiting to speak to you. Dang. Relic of the Reaper and Roguestone. The relic attached itself to you is able to devour these gems in order to provide you with protection from death and limited means of transportation. Okay. So this little artifact when you were briefly trapped in a plane of shadow. Ever since you first picked it up, it has refused to leave your possession. Drop it, throw it away, crush it, it immediately reappears, pulsing warmly with power as it ever does. Its main ability that you know of is it can teleport you to a pocket dimension ruled over by a mysterious being that calls itself the Reaper. The Reaper's dimension is a nexus of sorts. The Reaper, not an unfriendly sort, allows you to use the relic to bind a location to a door in the dimension, allowing instant transportation back to that point. It will also teleport you to the dimension upon the moment of your death, saving you. The relic may only be used in this fashion, however, to bind a point or save you from death. If you have a rogue stone in your possession... Okay, so it saves us from death if we die. Got it, but only if we have a rogue stone. The Reaper uses the power inherent within the gem to power the relic, consuming the gem in the process. Naturally, this makes rogue stones even more valuable to you than they would be otherwise. Where the Reaper comes from or how the relic stone was created, that was never revealed to you. You suspect that one day its mysterious history will catch up with you. For the moment, however, it has been far more of a boon. Alright, I'm nude. So that's always good. Hey, here's the armory. Ranged weapon rack. We'll take a longbow. Honestly, we could take all this stuff to sell it, right? Miscellaneous equipment. Gloves of the Hin Fist. Yeah, we'll take this stuff to sell it all. At least until we get our own stuff. History of the Creator Races. 3,000 gold added to our 94,000 collection. And a lot of rogue stones too, which is nice. Alright, I need a long sword. That's pretty much it. Armor stand. Full plate +2. And we'll take that. And a spiked helmet. Wonder how long it's going to be before we get our equipment back, if ever. Yawning portal dagger. Nah. No shield, though, huh? Ring of Protection. I guess there is a buckler. That's something. My AC is so low, dude. It's so low. I want my stuff back. Give me my stuff back. Get that equipped. Let's equip that. Oh, perfect. Okay, it did give that to me. Put that on. I thought this thing was supposed to also level us up to level 15, but apparently it didn't, so... Tanneral. Siphus. This ancient-looking man appears ready for battle, though his frail body can barely keep itself upright beneath the weight of his armor. Am I so old that I am of no use to anyone? I'm one of the few who has entered Undermountain and returned to tell the tale, but now they tell me I'm too old to help Waterdeep against these foes. You can help by telling me about Undermountain. His eyes brighten a little. You want to hear about Undermountain? Really? I would really love... I would be honored to help you. They say Undermountain is never the same, always changing, but there is one thing about that foul labyrinth that never changes. Its creator, Halaster. Who? Halaster is a great wizard of great and terrible power. Centuries ago, he built Undermountain, and he has controlled it ever since. They say he is completely mad. But there is a method to his madness. If you understand how the mage's mind works, it's possible to enter Undermountain and survive, as I have done. I've always been told Undermountain is unpredictable. Undermountain is forever changing, its very architecture twisted and distorted on Hallister's whim. But the nature of the dungeon always remains the same. Undermountain is designed to confuse and disorient you. Traps and tricks lay in wait around every corner. Never allow yourself to grow complacent. Always expect the unexpected. It's a useful piece of information, thank you. His face flushes red and his shoulders straighten with pride. That is not the only suggestion I can make. Watch out for mirrors. They almost always hide something. Something good, or sometimes good, often something very bad. And greed is dangerous, often fatal flaw in Undermountain. How so? Often little traps will start with small treasure to make you think there must be more. Then there will be a little danger, but nothing you cannot handle. If you continue, eventually the big trap will be set off. This is where most adventurers die, of course. Surviving the big trap can sometimes mean big rewards. Notice I said sometimes. I noticed. Hallister is unpredictable. Sometimes he rewards courage and bravery. Other times your trials will give you nothing. It's as if the wizard is making a mockery of these values. Anything else? Well, that's all I can think of for now. Maybe I'll remember more later. Goodbye. Thank you for your help. His eyes twinkle in a satisfied way. Thank you, lad. It's my duty and my pleasure to assist you. Tyr protect you on your journey. Oh, he's a servant of Tyr. Okay.
I greet you.
Although this man looks human, faint traces of elven features reveal a mix of heritage. He appears to be meditating, but as you approach, his eyes open and he smiles in greeting. Good morning to you, friend. I'm glad to see you up and about this morning. I believe today you and the other heroes shall finally hear what good Durnan has planned for you all. Hopefully he can shed some light on the recent assassinations and the denizens of the dark that are appearing to make war on this fair city. Who are you? My name is Sisyphus, a monk of the Guardian Mind Order. I traveled here in hopes of finding new insight into the creatures of the dark who now ravage the city. Very little is written on the Underdark, little of what has been written is verifiable. My order is interested in learning the truth of such things. And if what I've heard from others here is true, you are a famed adventurer. Perhaps I shall have to put some thought into documenting your presence in this war. You want to write about me. You have the bearing of one who shapes events in history. If that proves to be the case, I will have little choice but to chronicle your participation in events here. We're your masters. That knowledge is not something members of our order share. Strict rules are in place to keep our order safe. Simply know that I am an observer, nothing more. I wish you luck in whatever lies ahead, but I will not be a part of it. Okay. That's all my questions. Okay. Sweet. All right. Nice. Whoa. I'm gonna make like a little save here. I don't think this is gonna work, Chief. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Maybe it'll work. Hey, there it is. Ah, 1 point towards chaotic. Yeah, let's not touch that, huh? Alright, let's go down here. Oi, look here. Look at this, friend. Well met. Hey, it's all the boys. Tommy, Linu, Sharwin, Dalen, Drezzy. Who the heck are you? Parley. What's up, guys? This elven woman has a pleasant aura about her as she nods her head to you respectfully. You notice a silver amulet around her neck, marking her as a cleric of the elven goddess Sehanine, Moonbow.
You are welcome amongst us, dear. I understand everyone here has been awaiting your arrival with great anticipation.
The innkeeper refused to acknowledge the rest of us until Ateriese makes an appearance. I, for one, did not journey so far to render aid only to be ignored. Man, this is going to be really weird when that guy ends up running through the OC with a guy named Ateriese. You'd be like, wait a second, did you just name yourself after the guy who saved us all from the Underdark? You freak. There's no need to be unkind, Dalen. This man deserves our respect. He's an adventurer of worth, and the fact that he is a boon here is a boon to our cause. Huh. There ain't no cause that I know about that's gonna pay 100,000 gold like this one will, I agree with Tommy. Gold speaks louder than any cause I've ever heard of. That's an odd thing for a bard to say, Sharwin. Have you no sense of the epic? I wonder if our friend here would agree with you. Then why do we not ask him? What of it, Ateriese? What has brought you to Waterdeep in its hour of need? Hey. Durnan called for heroes. I'm here to do the right thing. The half-orc relaxes a bit and nods, pleased. I'm pleased to hear that. It looks like he nods like he's pleased. I'm pleased to hear that. The city of Neverwinter was once saved by one who chose to do the right thing, as you say. I thought this happened before Neverwinter. Oh, this is extra awkward then. This is extra awkward. It's really good. The Elven Cleric regards you for another moment. I'm told you are a man of faith, Ateriese. It will be a pleasure to adventure together to get to know you better. I'd like that. Well, perhaps once you speak with Durnan, we shall have that chance. I look forward to it, dear. Can I ask some questions? Of course. Tell me about yourself. Oh, she blushes slightly. I'm no one important, my lord. My name is Lenu Leneril, servant of Sehanine Moonbow. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. My companions are good people, my lord, despite how they might often talk. Unlike myself, I suspect they have mostly come for the reward. What is this reward again? Would that the lords of Waterdeep could merely call for champions of honor and stout heart to come to their aid at this dire hour, and it would be so. But no, of course they must offer coin if they are to attract adventurers. 100,000 gold pieces to anyone who can put a stop to the menace. I must admit, even I am tempted to think what good could be done with so much gold. I must steel myself to only to think about the threat that lies ahead in Undermountain. What do you know about Undermountain? Very little, dear. They say a mad wizard has created a massive dungeon underneath Waterdeep's mountain, filled with evil I cannot even describe. How they have coexisted together until now, I have no clue. Okay, where do I find Durnan? I believe he is in the next room. He should not be hard to locate. Okay, I should go. I believe Master Durnan is waiting for you in the other room. Good luck, dear. Sharwin, what's up?
Good to see you again.
Striking woman chuckles as you approach. Good to see you again. Who are you? Me? My name is Sharwin, dear man. Worker of the arcane arts and teller of tales. Adventurer and travel both as well as hero of Neverwinter. If you care to hear the tale. So this is after Neverwinter, I guess. Don't even get me started, or don't even get her started. Oh, well, fine. For those with attention span shorter than their height, I'll just leave it here. Needless to say, I'm a bard, and pleased to be one. Undermountain has a legend all its own. And I think this is my chance to not only see it firsthand, but earn a reward doing so. Okay, interesting. Should go. Alrighty. Dalen.
Well met, friend.
Muscled barbarian nods you in quiet acknowledgement. Who are you?
My name is Dalen, once of the Uthgard Red Tiger tribe. I have traveled much of the civilized lands in the years since I left my people.
Fortunately, I have had the opportunity to participate in many noble deeds. Reward or no, coming to Waterdeep may afford me the chance to continue in that vein. Alright, I should go. May not wish to keep the innkeeper, Durnan, waiting much longer. He is most anxious to speak to you.
Hi now. Something else you need?
Halfling smiles brightly at you. Who are you? You haven't heard of me? Well, that's mighty strange. Name's Tommy Undergallows, rogue of renown and a bit of a bloody rapscallion, if I do say so myself. I'm here for the reward just like everyone else is. Okay, interesting. Ah, all right. Better get into the other room anyway. That fella who runs the inn is waiting for you. Alrighty. Well, who's some of these guys? Hold on. Who's Parlay?
Hello there.
A pretty but quiet elf sips on wine carefully from her glass before speaking. I like how this is the first time they've really done this where they've started describing features and stuff like that during conversation. At least to this much depth. I really like that. It kind of like helps paint a picture. With all that is out of balance in this age, let my hospitality welcome and comfort you. Thank you. Times of stress and war do not exempt one from good manners, a lesson I am glad to see you understand. My name is Parley. I'm a druid out of Vassa. And you would be Ateriese, correct? Yes, that is I. I've heard a few tales about you since I came to this part of the world. I used to dream of having tales told about me. It was another paladin such as yourself that convinced me to leave my homeland and enter this civilized world. But I am sure you have no interest in hearing about my struggles. You must have enough on your own. Sometimes it helps to share your trouble with someone. That is very kind. It is such a response that is the source of my problems, though. I was content to live in the forest and tend to nature solitarily, yet not lonely, until I met Farragati. He was a half-elf from the city who found me meditating by a small brook. I mentioned for him to join me. He sat at my side, simply staring at me. That would be strange. Once I had finished my meditations, we spoke at length. He told me how he had left the city to see the unfamiliar wonders of the forest. He raved about the beauty of my world. After a time, I asked him about the life he had left behind. I thought he would disparage the city as ugly, filthy place, but he did not. The city, he said, has its own unique beauty. After he left, his words stayed with me. I realized I needed to emerge from my retreat and sample the world and all it has to offer, so I came here. And you know what I have found? I don't care. You like it? As much as I love nature, I love the bustle of the city as well. Everyone leads a life that is important to him or her as storing nuts is to a squirrel. And so I found myself in a quandary. How can I reconcile my life as a druid to a life in the city? I'm not looking for an answer from you. The answer must come from within me. But I thank you for your time. You're welcome, I guess. Ateriese, has been a great pleasure talking to you. Please allow me to give you a small gift. Oh, nice. You shall not overcome us, die, foul fiend. May your travels make you wiser and your life be rich and full. For the stretch of the day, I gift you the strength of the bull. The balance favor you, Ateriese. Okay.
Hey, what?
With long, dried spatters of blood across his face and ale in hand, the dwarf looks contented and very drunk. I tell you true, I've a taste for blood and going to taste more. Nothing could hold me back from this here mountain. As soon as I'm done me drink, I'm going hunting. I've got a hankering for some monster brain served on my axe. How'd you like the taste of that, fair lad? Join you in that feast, friend dwarf. He slaps your shoulder and laughs. Aye, I thought you might. And call me Drezzy, won't you? Now, I've eaten my way through dragon's intestines to escape a delicate predicament. I don't mind telling that dragon's spleen is the juiciest meal a dwarf could enjoy, particularly while the dragon is still alive. And much more enjoyable experience than having to eat me way through my brother's partly digested corpse, I promise you that. Okay. Start from the beginning. How'd you get inside a dragon? I should be thinking that'd be obvious. He ate me in one big gulp. Me and me family were looking for this new home, and we heard about this huge dungeon. What was underwater deep, I don't know. I figured the mage had stocked the place, could use a good dwarf or two to keep things going, so we came looking for Hallister. You wanted to live in Undermountain? Sure, sounded like a right cozy little place to me family. Sadly, we never found the mage, as we was set upon by one big black dragon. He ate me brother and me pa, though he refused to eat me mother. Suppose she looked right bitter to him and all. He just spit his acid and melted her on the spot. Finally, he grabbed me and swallowed me whole, unlike my poor family. I was wearing proper magical armor that protected me from the dragon's acid. You really ate your way out of a live dragon. Are you calling me a liar? Every word of that tale be pure truth, and I don't expect to have much trouble with this here dungeon neither. We'll carve the mountain up and massacre our enemies, striking terror into the hearts with maniacal laughter. And I'll bet I can beat you to the bottom.